Hey my loves, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. Today's video, we're going to be creating look number 2 with the BH Cosmetics Mrs. Claus, the Lit List eyeshadow palette. Here's what the packaging looks like. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and show you guys. This palette is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I feel like all the shades in here perform so well. So here's what it looks like. And again, gorgeous, gorgeous palette and perfect for the holidays. So I got this on Ulta's website. It retails for $29. And along with this collection, they came out with a bunch of other stuff. They have bronzers, blushes, they have mini eyeshadow palettes, they have a bunch of stuff like lip kits and stuff. But yeah, you guys, I tried to film this video yesterday and something happened and the eyeshadow just went completely wrong. And then I started adding like black and a bunch of other colors. And I'm like, well, this has gotten like too confusing at this point. So I decided that I would just not like upload that video and I would refilm a different one today. Just because if I am going to upload eyeshadow tutorials and things like that, I do want them to be easy to follow along. I don't want it to look like I just threw a bunch of eyeshadows on my lid. Today, we're going to go ahead and try to create something along the lines of what I did yesterday, but I don't want to do the same thing. So I really want to do like a gold and red Christmas look, but I feel like the reds in this palette, they kind of let me down a little bit. Not so much for like the pigment, but shade wise, I feel like it's so incredibly hard to find a true red, and that's what I want. But yeah, I just feel like the shades yesterday, it was too much. Like I put too much pigment. It was literally like the red shade was like way up here under my eyebrow, and I'm like, oh my God, like I can't even blend that out because it's so far up. So as always, the first step I'm going to do is prime my lids with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that I also cut my crease yesterday. And I used this and there was literally a line going straight down, like a line that I couldn't blend out. I'm telling you guys, yesterday was just like a horrible freaking makeup day. And I felt like I just kept applying eyeshadow to try to like fix it. And it just looks so bad. Here we are for day number 2. Hopefully we can accomplish something good here today. Just going to take a concealer buffer brush and just buff that in. So how have you guys been? Let me know down in the comments below. Literally, guys, I'm like 50 subscribers away from 1,000, and I'm really hoping to make my goal and hit 1,000 by Christmas time. I feel like that would be amazing. And it's so crazy because I literally remember when I hit 100 subscribers, I was like so amazed. I was so thankful. I was so grateful. And honestly, guys, it literally took me, I want to say like 7 or 8 months to hit 100. But at that point, you guys, that was like a huge accomplishment for me because like I said, back then I was uploading consistently, like every other day, like literally. And I did that for a long time until I just stopped and kind of had other things to deal with. But yeah, you guys, so we are on the road to 1,000 and it couldn't have been possible without you guys. So thank you all so much for supporting me and supporting my channel. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of setting powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. So I know not everybody does this step, but personally for me, I feel like it's a must. Like in order for me to blend my eyeshadows, I need like a soft matte base. Yesterday when I was doing the eye look, I started out with the lightest shade up top and then I worked my way into the darker. But I think for today, I'm actually going to start with the deepest shade. So I first want to jump in with this red shade, and this is called Velvet. So I'm going to take this brush. This is the JH33 brush. So it's not like a big blending brush, but it's not like real small either. And I feel like it's perfect to get right into that crease. So these shades have a lot of kickback, but they have a lot of pigment, so it doesn't really bother me. As long as I like blow my palette off, like it won't get ruined. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to keep this really low, like directly into my crease. And I've also just brought it right here to the outer V, so I'm just kind of swooping in kind of like a circle, like a half circle. So once I've got the shade laid down just how I want it, I will go back in and just build up that pigment because I just want to get it as dark as I can. But as you guys can see, it's not like that true red shade, which I definitely would have loved to see in this palette. I feel like you get your green shades, which I absolutely love, but I feel like some true reds would have been really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe my brush off so I have no extra product. And then very, very lightly, I'm just going to blend right here around the edges. So now that we've got that decent blend going on, I will go in with another lighter shade. But really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing on the other eye. So I did want to go ahead and point something out really quick. So as you can see with this eye, now that I've started blending, it's almost turned it more pink versus this eye that I haven't blended at all. It's still kind of like that, kind of like fiery red. So I'm still going to take that same exact brush. And this time we are going to jump in with this shade and it's called Rosy. So firstly, I'm just going to start out with just tapping my brush in it just a little bit. And I'm literally going to run it right along the edge of this darker red shade. Because again, I don't want to bring any of these shades up here. And then like in the end, if we lose some of that red pigment, I will go back in and deepen it up. So I'm going to go back into the red shade called Velvet. And again, when I am applying this, I am keeping this directly into my natural crease. So as much as I would love to do a cut crease, I just feel like they don't really work out for me. So I'm not going to do that today. So next up, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with maybe 1 or 2 shimmer shades. Look how pretty this silver shade is, you guys. This is called Diamonds. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I just want to swatch and see how it swatches. Because I know for a fact these shades are really, really nice when your finger's using them. But with a brush, they're not as like pigmented and shiny. And it takes a lot more to build them up. So I know last time I used this palette in a video, I loved these 2 shades right here. But I did use them yesterday and I just didn't think they were as nice as I thought they were. So I think for this eye look, I'm going to first take the shade Ring on it. So it's this one right here. So this is like a true gold. So first I am going to take that. And if I don't like it, I always say this, I can just go back over top of it with a different shimmer shade. So to apply that, I'm going to take my one and beloved, the Morphe M124 brush. So it is a flat brush. I got this in a set with the Morphe and James Charles. Okay, see, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer shade. And I feel like it applies really nicely with a brush. Oh yeah, that is so pretty. So I'm not going to lie, I have a ton of fallout from that shade. But as I always say, that is to be expected. So I'm going to decide what I'm going to put in the center here. So let's go ahead and try this red shade called Gumdrop. So this shade is going to go pretty much right in the center. Oh yeah, that shade's really, really pretty as well. So as for now, guys, this look is done. I'm actually not going to do anything else to it. I think it looks really good the way it is. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to put on my false lashes. I might do some winged eyeliner. I'm not really sure, but I guess you guys will see when I get back. And then when I come back, we will do something on the bottom waterline and do our lips together. All right, guys, I'm back. I went ahead and threw some lashes on. I decided not to go with the wing just because I wanted to leave the look how it looked because I didn't want to mess anything up. But let's go ahead and do the lower lash line now. And I'm wearing a pair of Ioni lashes, you guys. They're absolutely beautiful. But I can literally feel my eyes burning like already. If that happens with anybody else, let me know. I don't know what it is. If there's like something in the lashes that make me break out. But the only lashes that I've been able to use recently are Kiss lashes. I feel like they don't break my eyes out, but they're also very expensive as well. So that's probably why they're expensive, is because they're probably just really good. So I'm probably going to do the same matte shades that I did on the top and the bottom. So first, let's go in with the shade Rosy. I'm just going to put this right on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go back into the red shade called Velvet. I'm going to keep this shade a little more close to my lash line. So for the inner corner, I'm going to take this white shimmer shade, and this is called Frozen. Let me say this right now. This is an amazing inner corner shade. It's super pigment and just super brightening. Like, look at that, you guys. Like, seriously, it's so gorgeous. I'm going to put a little under the eyebrow. So yeah, I think the next shades I want to use from this palette are like the blue shades because they look so beautiful. And the silver shades look really nice as well. I have a lot of use to get out of this palette, especially before Christmas gets here. So if there's any other looks that you guys like want to see, like any certain mattes from the palettes, let me know down below. I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk and just get my waterline. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and for the lips. So I was really debating on doing like a red matte lipstick, but I'm just not sure because this eye look isn't like super red like I thought it was going to be. So I think I'm just going to do a nude lip, but more like a dark nude. So for the lip liner, I'm going to take the Milani Understatement Lip Liner in the shade Saucy Toffee. But what is crazy, you guys, is I seen this blowing up like all over TikTok and people were like buying it right out of the stores. Like it was sold out. But luckily for me, you guys, I got this like a month and a half ago at Walmart in the clearance section for like $3. And at the time that I was buying it, I was like, maybe I should get more because this is a pretty brown and I love brown lip liners, and I didn't at the time. And when I went back up to look for more, they were gone. And then literally a few weeks later, people were like blowing this up and I'm like, oh my God, like this is crazy. Like I had figured that they were going to be no longer selling them because usually if stuff is on sale at Walmart and you find like multiples of them, usually it's because they're going to be discontinued. But maybe people went so nuts over this shade that they decided to keep it. So I'm going to line with this. I usually always overline my top lips, but I don't for my bottom because I feel like my bottom lip is decently sized, but my top is like small. But my problem is I start lining and I do like a nice line, and the next thing you know, I mess this side up and I go way too high, so then I gotta do it to the other side. And then I'm just trying to make them even at that point because they're so overlined that they look like silly. So for lipstick, I absolutely love this pair together. This is the Milani Color Fetish Matte Lipstick in the shade Desire. So it is that dark chocolate brown. So if you're going for like that super dark brown bold lip, I would definitely say get this combo because that is exactly it. And both of these colors, they last all day. They're super creamy. Like they're really, really good lip liner and lipsticks. I feel like I have a lot of bleeding up top with the lip liner, but screw it. I'm just going to let it go. Like I'm not a perfectionist, so let's just move on. All right, guys, so here we go. Here is the finished look using the new BH Cosmetics Mrs. Claus, the Lit List eyeshadow palette. Here's one more look at it. And again, like I said, for next time, I do want to try out these blue shades because they are gorgeous. Same with these silvers down here. I feel like this palette is just so versatile. You can do a full-on smoky, dark gray and black look. You can do a neutral look. You can do some pops of color. Like, it has so much versatility to it. But again, if you guys would like to see anything in particular that you see in this palette that interests you, let me know and I will do more looks with it. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a close-up. So again, guys, absolutely love this palette. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If you don't have it, I think it's a perfect palette, especially for the holidays. And like I say, it's always good for the holidays, but it's good for like anytime. There's so many colors, so versatile. And I feel like even if you don't really play with color much, I feel like this could be outside of your comfort zone, but it could be a good thing because you're still going to get those neutrals in there as well. So if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more videos like this one, please be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. And again, you guys, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm literally 50 away. So if you have not subscribed yet and you enjoy my content, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.